Hello, I am Super Orange Cat, and today I'm going to start a pretty major project here on my channel. What I want to do is to compile a list voted by all of you of the top anime of the 2010s. As you might know, we're in September of 2019 as of me making and releasing this video, so there's only a couple months left. So I think it's about a good time we can just sit back, reminisce on the 2010s, and to really decide what anime really took the cake this year. Now, what I'm going to do is compile a list of what you guys voted, and how I'm going to do it as you guys here in the comments are going to list down what you think the top anime of the 2010s are. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give credit to the top 5 in your vote. So, for example, the anime you vote number 1 will get 5 points. All the way to the anime you vote 5th will get 1 point. Feel free to list as many anime as you want. Just take note that only the top 5 will be given points. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read all your comments, read all your lists, compile the numbers, and rank from most points to the least points what you guys thought the anime of this decade were. I think this was a pretty big decade for anime. Anime has always been a fringe genre in a way, as in, I mean, once in a while something would break through, like Pokemon would break through, or Dragon Ball would break through, or Naruto would break through. But for the most part, most anime just kind of seem just dwell in the corner of mainstream attention. And I feel like, if anything, most recently, this last decade was the closest we've ever gotten to anime being really, truly mainstream. Now, further on, I'm going to have to add some obvious stipulations in here because there's a lot of gray area. For me to consider an anime that has aired in the 2010s, the first subbed episode has to have aired on or after January 1st, 2010, or the first subbed episode will have to have aired before December 31st, 2019. So technically, there's still some time left. And I believe there's still some anime that are yet to debut this year that are supposed to debut this year. So take note of that. And also, there's going to be some very fine print, not really, yeah, fine print also have to add about this. For example, if it's an anime that's a multi-part anime, say something like Lupin or say something like JoJo, if the first subbed episode aired in this decade, then feel free to include them separately. Like, for example, if you think the top 5 anime in the year include like Battle Tendency or Diamonds Unbreakable, list those separately instead of just saying JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And also, another thing I have to add right here is if it's a season show or a show that's very specifically divided into seasons rather than parts, like, for example, My Hero Academia, just list the show. Like, don't say My Hero Academia Season 2, My Hero Academia Season 3. Just list it as My Hero Academia. And another one I thought of, if it's like a reboot or a remaster of an older anime, as long as the first subbed episode of the reboot did air in this decade, then it is viable to be chosen. First anime I could think of that fits this qualification is Hunter x Hunter. It's actually an old anime, first aired in 1999. However, it's been rebooted, remastered, had the Chimera Ant and the Chairman election arcs added onto it with the 2011 reboot. And since the 2011 reboot started airing in this decade, it is eligible to be selected. And that's all I can think of for now in terms of stipulations. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them in the comments section. I will address them and to make them clear. And anyways, I'm looking forward to what you guys are going to list. Looking forward to it. My deadline, my cutoff line, I'm thinking of doing something like December 20th. So maybe by New Year's Eve, I can post the list, have all the numbers counted, and can post a list of what you guys think the best anime of this decade are. Looking forward to it. I appreciate you guys' support. I'm looking forward to reading your answers. I'm Super Orange Cat, and that is all.